Record button. There we go. There we go. All right. So thank you for your patience. I
Mhm.
know, this was not something that we were planning to do later. But my mom wanted to see the movie Sinners, so she bought it. And
Oh, really? Oh, she did not like it.
yeah, she thought it was kind of like I wanted her to see it because of, it was in the same area that she's from, Mississippi. And I was like, man, Ma, I think you'll love this, if you see it. But she kind of yeah, she didn't like it. Lack of better words, she didn't really like that movie. And she was like, "Oh, this is just corny and this and that." I thought it was pretty cool. Just the way they kind of incorporated vampires into the movie. Um, but she didn't really like it. But yeah, we got that we got that mom
Mm,
son time. So
good. That's good. You always need that.
exactly that I couldn't complain because I was just like, that's what I really wanted.
Mm,
Um, all right, so let's just talk entrepreneurship.
yeah.
Um, TikTok, we're here as well. I wanted to talk about passion. You know what I'm saying? Passion, 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 passion. You know how big I am with passion. Um, I feel like you have to love what you do. Otherwise, why do it, right?
I mean, it's harder to continue if you don't love it.
My point exactly. You're doing this Poshmark shows. You're on there freaking 6, 7 hours, it seems like sometimes. You're talking to all these different people. You're doing all like you're
Yeah.
giving time, right? You're putting time into something. You're doing the things with me. Kara got
Yeah.
a lot going on. Kara's an admin. Kara's a soon to be what licensed counselor. Kara's a
Well, that's still a ways away, but I am
it's
working.
coming. It's coming. Yeah. Like you're doing that. You have all these other things. You do things with church. You do things on Poshmark. You have, you're a mom essentially for animals. Like, animals are like babies.
Guess who just came out to say hello?
I already know. I know he came out. What's up, Jack?
He
Tell
really did. He
tell
literally
Jack to get
came
on
out.
up here.
Come on, Zach. Did you hear that?
I already know he's there.
He's calling
Yes, this
me.
cat, y'all, named Jack. And Jack is black and a cat.
He
But
is.
he doesn't have a hat. Hey, I just rhymed. That's why I like that. I was trying to
Yep.
keep going, man.
Uh-huh. He does like to dress up though.
Really?
Yeah, I put like um he's got a little Halloween bandana,
Oh my goodness.
and a little Christmas collar.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. Yo, Jack is dope. Jack is
that's
dope. Remind me to edit that snippet with him staring at the camera. That right there. Like I'm gonna edit that and I'm gonna zoom in on his face when he does it.
no, for real, that was
That was
hilarious.
hilarious.
You were so funny, Jack.
He looked at the camera like he was like this.
He really did.
I was
But
like,
right before that though, there really was like a giant like lightning
yeah,
and thunder that just happened.
yeah.
So,
No, I get it. I get it. It's actually happening over here now. We're getting
yeah.
it. Yeah, we're getting a lot of it. Um, but passion, 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 passion. So again, you have all these things you do, Kay.
Mhm.
You have all these responsibilities, obligations, these things that you try to meet, you have to meet, if you will. And you even recently, right? You came to me and was just like, "Hey, Trey, I'm overwhelmed and this and that." Not that you didn't like what you were doing, even with my stuff,
Yeah.
but you just needed a break, right? Because you were just
Starting a new thing. And so trying to figure out how that worked into my schedule
mm,
with everything um was really what it was trying
yeah,
to like work in the new thing that I loved.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know, like
exactly.
getting involved so that I had time to do it all.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get you. And
Mhm.
I I I respect that. Um, I see it as definitely a level of admiration for you and what you do because you wear a lot of hats. And I know that for
Yeah.
sure. You know, go ahead.
Oh, no, you just said that and it reminded me of like a little thing that I had, like it was like a little poem that I had made in my head about
What?
it. We were talking about, no, we were talking yesterday with Kara,
Mm-hmm.
and you said that she makes the
Shirts?
the shirts, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking about like different colors or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah. I was just thinking, I didn't say it then, but I was just thinking, like, I think today I was like, I wear a lot of hats. So I don't even remember what it was, but it was just like something like that. I was thinking,
You should write it down. Yeah. When it hits you, you should grab that phone and just get on your notes.
I don't know, I should have. I should have
Take it
written it
down.
down.
Okay.
It was like just a little silly something.
Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, it's dope to have those thoughts. Sometimes you need to write it out, write those emotions out. So make
Hmm.
sure you do that. Make sure you keep that phone nearby.
Hmm.
Yeah, keep that phone nearby. Because that's dope. That's essentially what she said she does or did, right? Like she grabbed her phone and just started writing.
Yeah.
Um, but but yeah, I was actually talking to her today too, or typing her. And again, I'm always talking about passion. I don't care who I'm talking to, you're gonna always hear me talking about passion. I don't care about no money. I don't care about no um I don't care about none of it. I don't care about what nobody thinks. I don't care about none of that stuff. I'm the most carefree person. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, continue.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I don't think it should be about the money because if it's about the money, like the money comes and money goes
Yeah.
so quickly, you know?
Yeah.
And like if it's about the money, you're never gonna have enough. But
Yeah.
when it's like something that you enjoy, like truly enjoy,
Yeah.
like you'll always get enough of it. Like
Yeah.
you always get enough from it. You always get something from it. It's like, of course, I want to make, like when I'm doing the shows on Poshmark, of course, I want to make sales. Of course, I like, that's part of the whole point. Like, part of the point is that you make sales, make money. But, like, what I enjoy the most is like getting to see different people. Like I've met different people on there
Yeah.
that are that are great. And then also just like it's been a really fun way to like see what other people have, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like just like I mean, I've said it before, I'm nosy. I like to see what do you got in your closet?
Yeah.
That like, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and so I've been thinking about different ways of like trying to get more like stuff like from people. It's like I love to do like I like doing the consignment stuff.
Yeah.
Like I have had friends and family send me um like give me stuff to sell for them
Mm-hmm.
because they don't want to do the posting part.
Yeah.
I like
I can't.
I
Yeah.
like I like doing I have fun with it
Don't mention posting it right now.
and especially now like with this like way to do it is like if I didn't get the chance to post it at first, I can like show people it as an unlisted item and see if
Mm-hmm.
they're like interested in it
Mm-hmm.
and like maybe run it at my lowest price or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they don't grab it then I list it the next day and obviously it's going to be at a higher price because
Yeah.
it's at my lowest price or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like grab it now if you really want it because once it's in my closet it's gonna be more expensive.
Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. But again, this system you have, this
Mhm.
strategy you have, all these different things you've cultivated with time.
Mhm.
I saw it the moment I jumped in the live. I just looked around, listened to a few people, was watching what was going on, scanning, and probably within like a few seconds, I already realized I was like, yeah, it's taking her time. She's put some time into this. Like I was like the way you were doing, the way you were knocking it down. Hey Trey, yeah, we got hey Trey, yeah, Trey. It's like you were just still like I'm like, how in the world can she respond to me? Yeah,
And
realize.
try to sell the thing.
Yeah, you over there selling stuff at the same time, advertising. Hey, we're
Yeah,
smart.
I mean, the stuff that you came in on, that wasn't even my stuff that you came in on.
Wow.
That was other people's stuff. So like, I mean, so I try to also sell it like in these shows,
Yeah.
I feel like the ones that do the best
Yeah.
anyways are, and I don't know if you've been around for a long time, like there's some people who don't do share shows, like people who know them, like they just like are selling just their stuff
Mm.
and like they don't sell other people's things and they do fairly well.
Yeah.
Um, it's probably because the people know them or whatever and know their stuff that they have and really want their stuff. But for me, I have so much different things that I sell that um, I don't just have one kind of niche item, I guess,
Yeah.
because like I said, I like to get stuff from other people. I
Mhm.
sell my gently used stuff. I sell my friends and family's gently used stuff. I am
Mhm.
trying to figure out a way to get other people's gently used stuff if they want to. Like
Mhm.
I might make up like a poster or whatever
Yeah.
and like advertise how to get it to me or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be dope. Because then you could go global with it, right? Or even yeah, like perhaps global, but even,
Mhm.
you could at least do
At least locally, maybe.
locally. Yeah, yeah, like nationwide, essentially.
Mm.
But you could even perhaps take it internationally. I guess that would kind of, determine on how you want to get it, how you want to get the stuff, what stuff you're getting. You may get stuff that smell like rotten eggs, like you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
yeah, I know.
yeah, you
That's
may get all type of weird. You may get some panties. You may get
yeah.
some
No,
draws
no,
that she may get
no,
some.
no.
Oh man, yeah. Because then you may get the weird people
No,
who.
this is the thing though. Like you can't send me you can't send me stuff with a
Oh
whole bunch
my
of
goodness.
stains.
Can you imagine the stuff you'd get?
No,
'Cause then
no.
you got the weird dudes that send you socks and underwears.
No, no underwear, no socks. Unless it's new in a package.
That's still creepy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sell these.
Listen.
Hey, you got people farting in drawers and selling, like sending them, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got some weird. I'm just saying,
Listen. Stop.
we
Why do
can
you always come to that tray?
remember the bath water.
Why
Remember
do you
the
always
bath
come
water.
to this tray? You always
Re
come to this.
remember the bath water. I'm just saying. You got weird people.
I know there's weird people out there, but I would have like a contract or something. I'm trying to figure it out. I'd
Yeah.
have some system where they'd have to set it up.
Filter, yeah.
Hmm.
I got you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And that's why, again, we're gonna go back full circle because let's go back to it. Passion.
Hmm.
I have a passion for what you do because you got to deal with a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
I deal with a lot of people, a lot of different things that come your way when you doing what you're doing, whether it's Poshmark, whether you're doing with the stuff I'm doing as we grow and we get bigger.
Yes, I deal with you. No, I'm just kidding.
That's messed up. That's messed up. Yo, that's messed up. Yo, that's a whole low ball.
Oh, just kidding, Trey.
Nah, nah, nah. It's all good. But I could be a handful. I could be a handful. I ain't gonna even
You
lie.
keep talking. It's just because you keep bringing up people farting and things.
Hey, that's the thing too. You want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I went that far as the fart to like emphasize essentially like how you need passion because you need it to press through. You're gonna need it to press through all the stuff you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Like even now, right? You're kind of tired. Like, y'all want to go live. Like for me, you know what I'm saying? I can go live on like TikTok or whatnot because I have a passion for this, for talking about this stuff, right? So I'm gonna just go
yeah.
live, press live, and I mean I want to go live too. There's moments where I don't go live, but I'm just like, I mean I want to go live certain days, but would I help push you through perhaps doing something you maybe don't want to do just in that moment? Not that you don't love it, but what helps you kind of do it without even thinking is the passion.
I like doing it. I like going live more when like I've found I like live more when I'm cooking or doing something like that because then I'm doing something. I always feel like I'm ignoring them. I mean, I kind of ignore them when I'm cooking, but not as much because I can double task. But I almost feel like I'm ignoring them when I'm live on here
Mm-hmm.
because then I'm focused on, what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna like be like, hey, what's up? Or talk about myself really.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes I go live, like, and I tell them what I'm doing, like, especially the public groups I go live on,
Yeah. Yeah,
just
exactly.
access or whatever.
Exactly. And again, you choose when that happens. It's your stuff. You choose when you want somebody to see you and you don't want somebody to see you. Like that's you. It's what you want. And it's your lane. Um, but again, it being done with passion. It being
Yeah.
done that making the fun out of it. Hopefully, I always tell you, if you spending hours, on freaking live, I hope you're having fun. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? Yeah.
no, I'm definitely gonna be having fun. And if I'm not having fun, then I'm gonna end it
Right.
like relatively quickly. Or even if I'm like, or I mean, I've learned from other people too, like what like really loved is the connections I've made there
Yeah.
who've been super helpful.
Yeah.
With like guiding me, those that have been
Yeah.
doing lives
Yeah.
a lot longer than me, they're like, okay, listen, like, you know, because I could sometimes spend, like I said, I love looking at what other people have in their closet, like,
Yeah.
and trying to help them sell their stuff. Like, I genuinely want to help them sell their stuff. I genuinely want them to make money too. I genuinely want that to happen. And
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun for me. But I can't sit there and try to sell their stuff if I'm not making anything for myself either,
Hmm.
or at least, at least showing my stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, so after a while, if I don't make enough sales or if it's slower, like this month has been really slow for people.
Really?
Yeah, it's been
Hmm.
a slow month for a
What do you
lot
mean
of
by
people.
slow? Just
Sales, not a lot of sales.
I don't know, sales. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Why do you think
So
that is? Is there a reason for that?
the economy, money, I mean,
Mm.
like just
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it's possible that because it's like starting summer, right? Like where school's out, perhaps like some people are saving up for vacations.
Mm.
Perhaps there's like, I mean, teachers don't always work in the summer, so they
Mm.
don't have a job, you know?
Or it could be even more competition, right? More people getting on the app because
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, that too. Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
Um,
People are
so
taking the views. People are going
yeah,
to
and
another. Yeah.
it could be all of that. It
Yeah.
could be a combination of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Um, but for me right now, like since I just started doing
Yeah.
the lives and stuff, it's like I'm kind of like gathering data, I
Yeah.
guess. Trying to figure out, okay, well maybe this will be like I can't right now because I don't have the money
Yeah.
to buy stuff.
Mm.
But there was a lot of good deals happening, like people doing like $5 shows and stuff, like where it's like
Mm.
they click like you can have like this $5 button,
Oh
like where
wow.
it forces everybody to put in things and it's like it'll list at $5.
Mm.
So, so you got to be okay with your item going for $5.
Like,
Like,
mm.
because it might not get bid up. I mean, it might get bid up. Like
Yeah,
if it's good, like it might.
but it might not.
It might not.
Yeah.
So you have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
And and during that, it's like people are like that's when people rob people, like whatever.
Mm.
It's like not really robbing because again, people know like what when they hit that button, they know what they're doing. Like when they put their stuff in there, they know that there's a possibility
Yeah.
not gonna make more than that.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
so but it's a good chance if you do have the money or like you do have the time, like where if you want to resell stuff or you want to have like stuff for games and stuff, like
Yeah.
for your shows, like you could get a lot of good things
Mm.
for $5.
Mm.
Um, but like I don't have that. So right now it's in my mind, I'm thinking, well, so far June seems to be like a slower month, so maybe I can save up like some money for like next year, and then I'll be buying in June when it's slow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. But I get what you're saying.
But like it's just like, and I don't know, like maybe, but I'm just like right now it's like I'm trying to find, I'm just thinking of lots of ideas, like,
Hmm.
and I think like I love that. I love like when I have an I this is where it's like going on with passion is like I know like when I have ideas for things, um, like and I keep having ideas for something,
Hmm.
so I'm really involved in it and I
Hmm.
really love it.
Hmm.
So I'm keeping having ideas, trying to figure out, okay, well, how can I do that? How can I do
Hmm.
that? Maybe we can do this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And that's yeah.
No, that's it. That's it.
Mhm.
Like you speaking my language when you again when you talking about what you talk. I hear you break Poshmark down like a freaking science. Like it's some people you got some people that you could talk about this with and they look at you like you crazy. It's like you're speaking another language. It's like what are you talking about?
I
You know?
mean, there are a lot of people that look at me like I'm crazy,
Yeah.
because they're like, how are you, making money selling my old clothes or whatever? Like
That's funny too. That's the
I was just gonna donate this. Like I was literally just gonna donate this.
that what you just said right there. That I gotta cut you off because
Mhm.
that right there is exactly what I'm talking about too. When it comes to passion, and then when it comes to making money with your passion. A lot of people think that that is just ludicrous, stupid, right? You gotta have a job. You gotta have a real job, right? You selling
Yeah.
clothes off freaking Poshmark. People that are making livings doing that off of apps. How dare you? That's not a real job. How
Right.
how dare you? It's like, what are you stupid idiot? Like, no, I'm dead serious. You're
Oh
stupid.
no, it's
Like,
true though. That
like
is how they
how the heck? Like a real job, really? You know what I'm saying? Is that what's a real job? And we can argue that today.
are. What is a real
What
job? No,
is a real job? You can
that
argue
is a
that.
question. Yeah.
Like, oh,
Well,
you need to be sitting in the cubicle. You need to be suit and tie. This and that. It's just like,
no, that is what people think. That is a lot of times like it's that mentality
yeah,
of I think that we had that conversation before too, the mentality of if you're not working hard. I think this we talked about this in the poetry group because you had that poem that you wrote. Um, but just like if you're not working hard, then you're not
yeah,
like
like
what are you
working
doing
or
with your
something.
time
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever? Like
Mhm.
um and like working hard basically means you're gonna be miserable.
Yeah, yeah. But I was
No.
saying I was reminding them to have fun with it, right? Like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, yeah, they like work but play, but
Mm,
work but have fun, right? But don't play around, but have fun. Like
mm,
there's a fine line there, where it's just like, yeah, you have to have fun in what you're doing,
mhm.
whatever that may be, a business, a job, any aspect of it. But are
Well,
you having fun?
truthfully, I think in some cases the people that don't understand or the people that are saying get a real job, they're jealous of the fact that you are able to somewhat make a living and you're having fun. Like I think that that's the thing is like they see how happy you are or passionate about it or like they see sometimes I think they see even that you don't care and it's like they don't understand it.
Yeah,
And so like sometimes when people don't understand something, they run away from it.
yeah,
Sometimes when people like don't understand something, they get angry about it.
yeah.
They don't try to learn it. They just
Mhm.
like they run away, honestly. It's like they run
Mhm.
away. They're like, this is not how we did things. This is not how we do things. This is not
Yeah,
ever. But um, I mean, it's
I,
hard out there for a lot of people.
well,
But if you're not like, I don't want to be miserable in something, you know?
yeah, yeah. And a person refusing to try something new, that's why I'm always like try I think I'll say this right here. I think some of the most boring people post the same stuff, the same style of content over and over again. Like I don't know if you realize, but I keep
I'm boring.
no, no. I don't think you are because you constantly trying to switch it up. You're constantly posting different things. Like what I mean is like people who I'm talking like it's just the same thing every time. You got some people who they're just only posting fitness content. It only looks the same. Like I'm not saying you can't stay in one lane, but I'm saying like they never switch it up. They
Mm,
never try a different angle. They never try a different like they're just it's constantly the same freaking thing. And I guess
mm,
because they get a certain amount of views or because they and it's just like, man, you just don't try anything new. You don't try a new way. Like I think those are some of the most boring people. Like it's
yeah.
like, what and I think and what I'm getting at is like the most boring people are people who don't try new things. I think
Mm.
they're freaking boring. Like who wants to stay in the past? Right? Like, who wants to, again, meeting
I
someone.
just posted that. I'm sorry.
What do you say?
I just posted your try new things video today.
Oh, really? Wow, hey, and I'm always, it's a full circle. Whenever you're speaking truth, it's never new. Truth is
Yeah.
never new. It's always you just repeating
Mhm.
what's always already been said.
Why, like, I always think about Ecclesiastes. It says there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, nah. It's not. Truth is simple. It's very
Hmm.
simple. Everyone knows it. You just don't want to do it, or you just don't do it. And then sooner or later you'll be faced with the fact that you should have did it. It's true. And maybe you'll do it or you just won't die. You'll die not doing it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it's just like, yeah, like, people some people will try new things, and then you have some people who demonize new things, right? AI, right, is a thing. That's a thing now, and it's becoming a thing. You can't run from AI. It's happening. And it will happen, just like a cell phone, or just like it's happening, it's here. And you got some people who are just like, it's demonizing, it's taking away all the jobs, it's this and that. And it's just like, well, consider how you can use it. Consider how you know what I'm saying? Like, are you
The
just
thing
gonna
is, like,
complain
you
and
need
never?
to you need to figure out how it can serve you or how it can best like benefit you, and then also recognize that there are still aspects like I think people get scared because they don't always recognize their own value too. Like if you don't recognize your own value in the workplace or your own value in like, just in being a human, right? Like what is your value as a human? Our value as a human is we have empathy, we have compassion, we have like emotions, we have these things, right?
Yeah,
Um, and they're trying to give that to AI, but it's not gonna be the same. And
yeah, it can never be the same. Yeah.
it's never
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like that. And so I think like where people need to understand, or like in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
um, is just that like when you recognize your own value,
Yeah.
what you can bring to the table,
Mm-hmm.
um, then no matter what it is, whether it's another person or an AI or like whatever,
Yeah.
it's not gonna matter because you already know your own worth. You already
Yeah.
know what you bring to the table. You already know what you can do,
Yeah.
you know?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I think I heard Gary Vee say this, but essentially, like, yeah, like those people who are gonna, I guess, outdo AI are people who don't have repetitive things that can just be done by a robot. Like, and that's why I'm talking about creativity. That's what I'm talking about. People who never try new stuff. Those people are going to be replaced. It's
Well,
the
and
people who never try new stuff.
that's
Yeah.
exactly why I think even talking to Kara in the motivation group about
Hmm.
the importance of this is why like it always has bothered me that the arts have been downplayed for so long.
Oh yeah.
It's like
You go to school for art. You're getting laughed at.
you get laughed
Yeah.
at. You get laughed at. You're like, again, that's one of those things where you're told to get a real
You
job
started
as
getting rid
well,
of. Oh yeah.
or like you're not gonna make it,
Yeah.
those types of things. And it's like, but where would we be in this world without creativity, without the arts, without music, without, photographs, without all of this stuff? Like you need that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Need. Yeah.
you need it. And so and those things like that foundational like especially, in the elementary schools
Hmm.
where you get a taste of everything. You get a taste of art, you get a taste of music. Everybody sings. It doesn't matter if you can sing or you can't sing. Everybody sings in
Yeah.
elementary school, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Hmm.
You get the
Hmm.
little recorders, you play those,
Hmm. Hmm.
whatever.
Hmm.
Learn how to play hot cross buns, all
Yeah.
that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, no, no.
But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but it's there that if you allow it and if you nurture those things, all of them, like every aspect is important. The
Yeah.
sciences, math,
Yeah.
the studies, all of those areas are important to learn about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you can be more well-grounded in and then being able to nurture that. And then you can find passions. Like that's where you can find your passions, right? Figure
Exactly.
out what are you passionate about?
You got to try something new to find them. You got
Hmm.
to try. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of people know what they are. I do. I think a lot of people know what they are, just afraid of what other people think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, and that's what you have to like get out of your head is 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 the what is someone going to think about me?
oh
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. You got yeah.
that's
Oh
the
yeah. Oh yeah.
part that you have to like let go of.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Or you're not gonna post anything. Like you know how many things I didn't post it where I'm like, man, my church people are gonna see this. My pastor's gonna see this. My pastor's wife gonna be like, okay, this, and then they see it. But I've posted so much to where I just don't care. Like I don't even the last thing I think about is what anybody thinks about. Other than the fact of what what value can a person get out of this? I think that's the thing too. Sometimes you think like when you're posting, you should have that in mind. Like, how can I bring value? Because the business, the brand that brings more value, the most value wins. It's
Yeah.
just point about, you know what I'm saying? Like you're serving other people as you post. It's like, why should I look at this? You know, so
Yeah.
there's a thinking of others there, but just not caring to the point of which you're living your life based off of that.
You're
Yeah.
not gonna please everybody. Not everybody's gonna
Exactly. Exactly.
like um, you know, somebody's gonna look at even like with the stuff I'm selling, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna look at something that I'm selling that's a used clothes item, right?
Yeah.
It's in excellent use condition. Like there's
Mhm.
nothing wrong with it really, other than it's been worn a couple times, a few
Yeah.
times,
Yeah.
but it's still like, good.
Yep.
Just doesn't fit me anymore. It doesn't fit whoever it was anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want it anymore. I think of the Marie Kondo thing. Like
Mhm.
actually that's what I kind of want to incorporate is
Mhm.
because I do like to go to like again, like I said, I'm nosy. I like to go. I want to help you. Like, let's go through your closet together,
Mhm.
and you tell me, like,
Mhm.
let's go through it. I'll pick up your stuff for you. I'll
Yeah.
take it. We can go through it, and I mean, I'll let you know if I could potentially sell it or if I'd have to donate it.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't want it, let's get it out of your house, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not bringing you joy anymore. It's just taking up space.
Yeah.
Or like, how many people just like have stuff that they're like in a box ready to go to the donation place, but they just don't take it out? Like, I would take that for you and I'll go through it and I just will donate the stuff that I can't sell. Like,
Yeah.
like for you because I know where little bins are around me that
Mhm.
I can just take a walk to and donate them.
Mhm.
Like, you know, like so and then it's fun. Then I get to like because I get a little bored with the stuff that's mine already. It's like I already know what I have. So
Mhm.
what you got?
Yeah. Yeah. You always told me that you're a bit nosy.
I,
Uh, so, hey, you said that, not me.
I have said that. I know.
And
I know.
I just realized I'm like, this probably scratch her itch. It's like, let me see what's in what you got. And
I just want to see in your closet. I just
that's
want to see.
that's good. That's a part of your that's a part of your passion. Like getting to know other people with that's mine too, but mine is more mental. I'm in the DMs, right? I'm talking to people. I'm like, And I get
Yeah.
people going like, "Why you asking me this? What you trying to?" I get, females, girls always think I'm trying to hit on. They like, "Man, it's like what you want?" I'm like, "I just want to know about you. Like, who are you? What you doing? Where you from? Do." And then when they find out, oh, I'm a podcast, I got podcasts, I got groups, then it's like, yeah, that's where this conversation headed. It's like I'm trying to see who you are to see, like, hey, if you have any passions that perhaps may be of benefit to my groups, then I want you. I want you in it. And
Yeah.
I ain't gonna shy away from telling you that. But it's just like at the end of the day, though, um, you know, I have an itch and I'm trying to scratch it. And you, the person I'm talking to right now, to get that to scratch it. Now, whether or
Mm.
not you don't want me to or not, then that's on you. But hey, my passion, I'm gonna scratch it one way or another. One thing about passion, you're gonna either die doing it or you're gonna die with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
AKA, hey, appreciate it, D. Appreciate you. Um, yeah, otherwise, you're gonna die with it not being used. You know what I'm saying? You're going if you have a passion that's burning inside of you, you're either gonna die living it out or you're gonna die regretting never living it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's a horrible way to go out. Um, and again, going back to what we just said, mostly because of the fact that you're caring about what someone else will think or how someone else will, because if you didn't, nothing would hold you back. Oh, how free you would be. Oh, how much you would post. Oh, how much, your creative, your juices start flowing. When you start caring, man. Oh, I remember when I started singing, when I started releasing. Like, if you go back, you'll see in my content, I got singing content. I do. I'm not sure if you've seen
Oh,
them.
really? I haven't seen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to post singing stuff all the time. Yeah, and then Giselle and all these other people started like chewing me out and stuff, but it was all good. I didn't care. You know.
Why, why are they chewing you out?
Oh, they
Start
said it was horrible. Yeah,
sing.
they said it was horrible.
Right, that's a tell
Uh,
him, D,
oh,
tell him, D,
D said
sing.
sing RD. Don't do that. I'll
Yeah,
I'll 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 do it another day. Man, hold on. How's she
we
gonna jump in
we
here
keep
and
we
say,
keep trying to tell him to sing on the art call. He's
hey,
slipping.
I got some songs out there. I didn't song.
Better sing.
I
You know
I got
what?
some.
Listen,
What?
that's the next challenge. Next challenge for everybody.
Nah, we see. Hold on. Y'all can't just be dropping challenges like that. Yeah.
Well,
See,
no, we did a drawing challenge, and
the
now this
drawing
challenge.
challenge was cool. But Jeremiah surprised me when he sung. He actually hit it. Yeah, that's surprised. If E sings, I'll sing.
We will all have to sing.
No, if
Listen,
E,
do you hear Jack is singing?
Jack, your cat,
Yeah, he's meowing right now.
really? Yeah.
He's singing.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's
he'll
crazy.
sing.
Yo, D said she'll sing with me. All right, D, you coming on the podcast? All right, you coming on the art podcast? So you just said it, so I'm gonna DM you and remember what you just said. All right, she said she gonna sing.
I see
All right,
it.
all right, so you see it. So I appreciate the gifts too, but all right, you just said it. So she just said she gonna sing. We gonna see. We gonna see. And if she does sing, again, I, I'll sing. I'll sing. I don't mind. I'll sing. I'll sing. But I do want E to sing. If E sings, I'm definitely singing. Cause you sing. Kara can blow. Kara can blow. Yeah, she can blow. Man, D must can sing because she ain't backing down. Hold on now, D.
There we go. Yay.
Dang, yo, that's what, man. Hold on, how you just gonna jump in?
I like it. I like it.
I mean, it's cool and all, but dang. All right, I guess we'll see, because anybody could say they're gonna do something and not do it. So D, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what you about. DM me and we're gonna set this up.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I think this could, I mean, if anything, it can be the public one. The
Yeah.
public
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Or if she want to be, because I mean, it seems like she can
or,
sing. She could be
or be the guest.
our guest singer. Come on now, sing a few
Yeah,
songs.
but she wants everybody to sing.
You've been trying to catch a live of mine for real. Okay, appreciate it. Appreciate you. You been watching me, D? D, you been watching me? We had a few conversations. I'm trying to remember you. Yeah, your profile picture definitely definitely
Yeah.
seems familiar. But I'm trying to catch. She says, "Yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate you. Hopefully, the content you've been seeing been pouring into you. So I'm hoping that you've been receiving a level of you know what I'm saying, love from me. But I appreciate the support, and I definitely want you know what I'm saying, to be that light, to be that torch for people who may not have the boldness to want to step out. Right? You know what I'm saying? D probably can blow. And if
That's,
she, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
that's the whole point, I think, of the communities, the brand,
Absolutely.
getting people to tell their stories, getting people to express their passion, express the love of the things that they have.
Yup.
And so building this up,
Yeah.
we are building the communities.
Wow, are you serious, D? Damn, that means a lot. You gonna have to come on the pod. So we doing the Let's Just Talk Entrepreneurship podcast right now. We talking about passion,
Yeah,
and you hear what she just said? That really touched
I
me.
do. I see that. I see that. That's awesome. I
Yeah, that's
love
some dope
that.
stuff. I'm gonna screenshot that because that means a lot. Like when somebody jump in and be like, "Hey, you didn't touch me." That's the whole goal right there. Like you know what I'm
That's
saying? Like,
that is the point.
that's cool.
She needs to come on the entrepreneurship one too, so she can talk about her business.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, DM me, D. We gonna talk because there's a few things I'd love for you to come on and just kind of be a guest speaker. You know what I'm saying? And shed your light. You know what I'm saying? Spark your flame in my community, and no telling, who else needs it, who else will benefit from it as well. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. But yeah, like yeah, it goes back to what we said, right? We just had someone come on who just wrote a book, um, you know, hey, all right, bet we're gonna do it. We just had somebody come on who just wrote a book. It took her 4 years, D, and she came onto my poetry group and my motivational podcast, and she shared that book that she just dropped. What was like Friday, this past Friday. She
Yep.
dropped it, and it's been something. Hey, appreciate it, appreciate it. It's been something that she did, and she's been meaning to do. Her mom been telling her to do it. She had a friend that told her to do it, and she's been wanting to release this book for so long, and she finally did it. And when I tell you this woman's like glowing, you know what I'm saying? All these ideas and things that are coming in her head, she's constantly just, I think she just went live. She just invited me to her live, but I was going live with UK, so I couldn't hop in it. But she just went live, and I think she's on live talking about it. Like I'm like, when you see somebody in their passion, when you see somebody like really flourishing and like blowing up, man, that's the best. That's the best feeling.
Well, that's why.
I've seen it with you. No, I've seen it with like I no, I've seen it with no, I'm dead serious. I've seen it with you. Like when we first met, she's my admin, right? So this is my admin. Kara's my admin. Dope.
I
She's my first admin. Super dope, amazing person. Um, but when I first met you, she was the admin for another community. That's how we met. No shade on that community, but
no,
she came over to but she came over to my community now. So y'all can't have her back. But not I'm, I
no. Stop it, Trey. Stop it. You're trying to start stuff.
can't have her back.
Nothing to start.
I got her now.
There's nothing to start.
No,
That I
nah.
love those women.
I don't play about mine. So I'm just saying I don't play about my stuff. This is my baby. I done built this mess. Hey, you stand over here. Now I'm playing. You can go wherever you want to go.
You're talking like somebody's recruiting me right now.
Right. Hey, no, for real though. Like you could go somewhere else. And if you did that, that'd be your own choice. But I would fight for you. I'll be like, hey, I give you my right arm. You want my right arm? You want my left arm? Which arm you want? I would try to fight. But like, for real, when you find your crew, your people, your team, when you find and you building something and you got people around you that's supporting it and that's pouring into it, man, you're gonna try to fight tooth and nail, to keep them there because you realize what you got and you know who you got and care you, man, hey, you a dime. So and I just want to give you your flowers because I've seen it. I've seen your growth. I've seen how you grow. when I first met you, you were flowing shit. I could see it. I could see it. But I was like, man, if she just bursts and blossoms in this way, it's gonna go crazy. And you still are. You're still blossoming. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? No, I'm dead serious. You
No,
hear me?
I know.
All
I
right.
hear you,
Nah, I just
Trey.
want to make sure you hear me.
I hear you, Trey.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Uh,
Mm.
so you have really just, yeah, you've captivated me, and you've inspired me. You've made me grow. You've challenged me. There's been moments where, like beforehand, you were in your shell. You were just timid and all that type of stuff. And then there'll be moments where you just came out. You challenging me. Nah, Trey. I think we should. I'm like, who is this? Excuse me? No, no. I think one time she cursed me out.
I did. You keep bringing that up, but
Look, she
yes, I
cursed me out. I was like, oh, you
did.
cursed me. She
You
just.
deserved it. You deserved it, Trey.
There was a
You
time where
deserved it.
one time I pissed you off and she let me know. When your admin lets you know, appreciate the gifts, D. When your admin piss you off, when she lets you know that you done pissed her off, yo, that's when you listen. I done got all type of voice messages from her. She done said, Trey, you playing with my time. And I'm just like, hold on now, who is
That
this?
is. You were. You were.
I think I was
You
door
were
dashing when
playing.
I was door dashing when I got that voice message. I pulled over, I pulled my car over, I put the
Good.
emergency lights on. I was like, huh.
Good.
but
Good.
but
I'm
it,
glad. I'm
I,
glad you were safe and that you listen.
I listened. I listened.
Hmm.
I had pissed Kara off, and I had never done that, and I never would do it again.
Well,
No. There's been some moments. No, but you had mercy and grace, and I appreciate it. Yeah, D, she chewing me out, but D, I'm sure you know, right? You got businesses. Everything we talking about, D, is probably right? Like I ain't got to say nothing. I ain't saying nothing new. You know, you know. And so, yeah, it's passion, right? We're talking about passion. We're talking about what fuels everything that we're talking about. The love for, right? The love for the thing, the love for what it is that we're doing, that fuels the love for the people in it. That fuels everything. Because if one thing is for certain, what do you think about this saying? If you're not right, then you can't help anyone else around you. You heard that before? Like if you're not okay.
yeah.
And that's where some people are like, you got to be selfish because if you're not okay, then you can't take. What do you think about that?
I think that um yeah, I would definitely, especially like going into mental health, like counseling and stuff like that, is like you do have to take time for yourself. Like if you are not mentally okay, or if it's not, it's very difficult to pour into someone else. You can't pour from an empty cup. That's one
Exactly.
way to say it.
True.
Um, you know, um, that's not to say there still has to be balance, right?
Yeah.
Um, but no, I don't think it's selfish to take care of yourself or to like
Yeah.
figure out what you need and to take that time. I think people who think it's selfish are sometimes potentially using you, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
even with
Yep.
even with so since we're talking about entrepreneurship, since we're talking about like the things that I've learned, like even with like Poshmark, selling on Poshmark, right?
Hmm.
Sometimes people get upset with you when you go back to like I'm in the middle of a tray, like I'm in the middle of like selling other people's stuff, but I look at my time to figure out, okay, this is when I started. I started selling some of my stuff. Well, now I'm gonna sell some of your guys' stuff.
Yeah.
Well, now this time I'm going back to sell some of my stuff.
Yeah.
And there's some people that'll get mad at you because you're going back to sell your stuff and they want you to try to sell their item. Well,
Yeah.
it's like, I will. I will get you. I promise. I will. If you stick around, I'm gonna get you.
Hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, I gotta take time for me
Yeah.
so that I can take time for you because this is my time, right? And my time is valuable like I've said to you before. But it's like my time is valuable. And so like if I'm not Um, if I don't take time for myself to show you stuff for me like that you can buy from me,
Yeah. Yeah.
then like I'm just working for free at this point, or like just,
Yeah.
um, so you can't let people use you either.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to be aware of when people are using you and when people are not.
Exactly. Exactly.
You learn that
Yeah.
too. And sometimes you learn that the hard way. I
Yeah.
think just, you know, even thinking about what Cara was talking about with people in your life that are sometimes
Yeah.
there for, sometimes, you learn them for a lesson, or like sometimes they're just there. Sometimes they're there and they're trying to glean off of you. They're trying to take from you. They're just trying to take and not give. And then you like, and you learn that.
Yeah.
So you distance yourself from them. And again, it's like, I wish you the best. But once you've learned that, you're like, we can't go on the same path, right? Like, I can't have you on my team. I can't have you,
Hmm.
that and the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I still wish you well, um, but I've seen,
Yeah.
I've I've seen you basically.
Hmm.
Not that people can't change or whatever, but like you gotta learn.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You gotta learn. You gotta learn. And when you're that's why I always say like I think sometimes when people one guy hopped in my live earlier and he was like, she said that part preach. Yeah. Yeah, D, she's spitting. She's spitting. Like what this one guy hopped in my live earlier and he was like, hey man, I got a friend who needs like advice on a girl or something like that, romantic advice on a relationship he's in or something like that.
Mhm.
I don't know why he jumped in on me and asked me that and stuff, but it was just so random, is what I'm saying. So I was just like, what the heck? But I was like, yeah, man. I was like, the best advice I can give you is love, kindness, and candor.
Mhm.
Candor, right? Candor being that third ingredient that a lot of people, including myself, I struggle with. Um, Candor meaning transparency.
Mhm. Yeah,
Candor meaning
being honest.
being straight up. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's like, all right, this is how I'm really feeling. And I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do it in a kind and loving way. That's why I say those other things too.
Mhm.
Because you can mix kindness with candor. You can mix love with candor.
It's like saying the truth in love. That's what it is. Like that's what
Exactly.
we're taught to do. And the Bible says, speak the truth in love. We're not supposed to not tell people when they're acting wrong.
Exactly.
We're supposed to say it in a loving way. It's
Exactly.
not meant to be judgmental. It's meant to be like, I care about you, and so I'm
Yeah.
telling you that.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, you know, and what you end up doing too when you are candor, you end up helping the other person.
Hmm.
'Cause not only do you save yourself from resentment, right? Because if you're not transparent, if you don't tell a person up front how you feel, then you start to resent them.
Yeah, you
And
can. And
regret
that's
is
that's on you then.
regret is scary. Exactly. Regret is scary. Resentment is very scary. Like it's resentment is that thing that hides in the crevice, and it's like, but it's fueling hatred, anger, bitterness.
Yeah, like it turns into
Yeah,
bitterness.
bitterness, all that, and it's just like you stop talking to that person.
Yeah, it's ugliness.
It's exactly. You start to, and then one day you lash out. One day you kind of blow up, whether you go ghost or you probably just like lash out on that person. And
Hmm.
so that's why I'm always mixing those three. Like whenever someone asks me like, I'm like, hey, those three. Um, because if you can do those three, if you can implement those three, you save yourself a lot of trouble. But candor, that's been my biggest struggle. As somebody who's very optimistic, um, as someone who's very as someone who's very
Happy to have you, D.
I know at the wrong time. Yeah, helpful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna top. Yeah, AD. We can't wait to have you. Exactly. Exactly. I can't wait. I can't wait. Um, yeah, it's just like, when you hold those things back, when you try to do all you can to not implement candor and to not have that as a part of how you treat someone. I've done it and I've done it countless times. And there's some people I'm still not speaking to because of it. I'm still trying to get over it. Like I struggle with resentment in some areas. I struggle with embarrassment, shame, all these different things because I kind of didn't talk to this person. I didn't like I still struggle with that. And it's
Yeah.
just like, it's a thing that you can struggle with. And I notice for myself, it's because I'm always someone who's very positive. I'm someone who's very positive. I don't like to be confrontational. I don't like to even sound confrontational. I don't like to sit down and tell somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
Totally understand that.
mm-hmm, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, that's definitely my personality too. It's like
yeah,
I don't like to it's like you avoid that, right? It's an avoidance, but at the same time there is a time for
yeah,
having those conversations.
yeah,
Um and you need to be able to because
yeah,
whether, whatever type of relationship it is in, I mean
yeah,
with this being the entrepreneurship call with like business with, you know, building teams, with building your brand, with building whatever it is, like just being authentic is what is the most important.
yeah,
And people recognize authenticity, you know,
exactly, exactly,
um,
exactly.
and so they do, and they will come back to you. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's like something that, like, I guess I told you in the DMs with, you know, I didn't think I was gonna make the sales for I have this wheel I got,
Mm,
wheel spin.
yeah.
Actually, it's really close by. I'll grab it real quick.
Okay. Oh, it's a legit like will.
I bought this little wheel.
Oh, wow.
This,
I thought you were playing. Oh, it's a whole will. Okay.
oh,
Yo.
this spins.
Hold on. Let me show
And
TikTok.
it
Let me show TikTok this will. You want me to show 'em?
you can show me. It's
All
fine.
right, I'll show 'em. Check this out. Look at her will.
It's got 10 spots on it.
Hey.
So
D,
you
let me see. There you go, D. I got you, D. Yo.
yeah, it has 10 spots on it. And so so that like on my show,
Hmm.
I put on the like poll. I
Yeah.
said,
He
if
said
you
I
spend
want one.
oh, I have this, I bet. Oh, you want one? Yeah, I got
She's
it
trying
on
to
Amazon.
buy it off you.
Actually, you want to? I'll sell it to you. Um, actually, I want to keep this one, but I could get
Oh,
another.
dang. No.
I could get another one and sell it to you. I can do that. Or you can get your own. It was on Amazon. I'm not gonna. But anyways, uh, so if I had three new with tags like
Hmm.
um designer items
Hmm.
that would be prizes if I filled up the wheel. They had to spend $15 with me.
Mm.
Um, and basically every $15 they got on the wheel, and as long as the wheel got filled up, then we would spin it.
Wow.
And when you were first there, okay, I can do that. I can do that, D. When you were first there,
Hmm.
I only had, I think, I still had seven more sales to make
Wow.
for us to fill up. And so at that point,
I'm sorry.
like,
See
I
you
was
in
giving
online.
up. I'm done. You can't.
She don't want to be on live, y'all.
I said I'm done now. You can stop showing
Hey,
my
Trey,
face.
Trey, get this off. Get the camera off my face.
Exactly. Exactly. You
I saw
caught
she gave me that look, D. She was like, she said, I was spinning the wheel on Poshmark. I said, oh, okay. I said, okay, we done.
At least you saw the look,
I saw the
right?
look. I saw the look.
That means that's good. That's a good thing. All right. Anyhow. Um, yeah, no, but when you left, like I was like I told them I was like, this is gonna be my last tray. I don't think we're probably gonna spin this wheel. I had forgot that I had put like one of my items in the middle of the tray. And
Mm-hmm.
and I put and so I had a couple of my items in the middle of the tray, so
Yeah.
I was holding one up,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody random came in and bought from it,
Wow.
and I was like, well, maybe we will finish this tray.
Mm.
Or maybe we will finish this thing. Do
Yeah.
you want to see some more of my items real quick since you're new? And I told her about the thing, and then
Wow.
she bought something that got her 3 spots
Mm.
in. And so then we, yeah, then it like ended, and it was like, dang, we got it.
Wow.
So it was just really nice. So that was another thing, like where it's like, I also really appreciate like again, some of the people, the connections that I've made there,
Yep.
like they'll be like, no, run your stuff. Like they remind me, they're like,
Mm.
no, run your stuff. You have to like run your stuff. Like don't feel bad. Like you'll come back to the tray. It's fine.
Wow.
Like this is your time. Like do
Mm.
it, you know?
Yeah.
And so they're like, okay, okay, okay. You're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and I am going to come back to the other people, but again, it's like you have to take care of yourself too in order to take care of others because otherwise, especially with that, I mean, going live is exhausting. Trying to sell other people's stuff is exhausting sometimes because you're talking so much. Like, you sometimes forget to drink water. Like, you forget. No, I do. I
That's
forget
true.
to drink
That's true.
water. I don't
No, that's true.
eat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not eating during
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah.
Like, I just forget.
Mm-hmm.
And so then,
Yeah.
um, so then it's like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
um, you gotta make it worth your time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not doing that, it can be a little disheartening. Like so
Yeah.
then you lose if you lose your passion for selling the stuff for other people, like
Yeah.
it's like it also sometimes it gets tiring. It's like sometimes and I tell people in there it's like I'm gonna do my best to sell your item, but you know your item the best. So if you're here, please like chat it up, like in the chat, like type about it
Yeah.
so people know what they're getting because I can do my best
Yeah.
to like try to describe it. But I don't know. I don't know everything about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's again, it caters to it benefits, I should say, to put yourself first, like you said, to pour into yourself first, so that you can then pour into someone else's cup, right? You can't really pour. Oh yeah, that's another saying. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
I've heard that as well. Like you can't pour from an empty cup.
Mhm.
Um, so you need to have something poured into your cup so that you can pour into other people's cups, you know? And it's that continual cycle, like you said. Other people coming in, helping you, supporting you. Hey, come on, do this, do that. Um, they're
Yeah.
pouring into you. You've had people pour into you.
Well, I think it's even just remembering to like when I go into like sometimes it's like when I go into other people's shows
Hmm.
I'm supporting, it's like if I know I've already spent too much money
Yeah.
and I can't spend any more money, it's like
Mm.
I'm there literally just to try to sell a couple of my items, but
Yeah.
also as a support. Like I'm
Yeah.
there as a support, trying to keep the chat going, pressing those emojis, hyping
Yep.
other people's items up,
Yeah.
like that's what I'm there for, but also not to feel bad, like also not to allow, like I have to remind myself and be like, and not that they are doing this or like doing that like to me. Like I don't think that they are, but it's like sometimes you're like, because as a person who tries to sell people's items, you're kind of like, come on, guys, this is a great deal, like why aren't you picking this up? Well,
Yeah.
maybe they really don't got the money because
Yeah.
I really don't got the money, and I might see that deal and be like, you are so right, that is a
Hmm.
great deal.
Hmm.
If I
Hmm.
spend this money, I'm gonna be broke, broke.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta say no. Sometimes you gotta, yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
so it's
Hmm.
like, um, so it's like I get it. So it's like I also have to like work on like sometimes it's like that self-control of where you're like,
Hmm.
I really want to like help support these people because they help
Hmm.
support me, but also again, I gotta take care of
Remembering
myself.
you, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I gotta take care of myself. If I really can't, I can't.
Exactly,
And that's
exactly.
okay.
And that's okay. and that's okay. And that's okay. That's why I loved what we did this past week, right? Which was you taking a break from all the stuff you do for me. I told you to sit down for a week and a half or so,
Mhm.
and it was just like, hey, yeah, do that.
It was good and it was hard.
Yeah, yeah, because you love doing it.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. But rest is productivity too. That's something I've been told, or I saw a sign that said that before. Rest is productivity too.
Yeah.
How can you be productive if you don't rest? If you don't sleep? If you don't you know what I'm saying?
And I
Take
think that
time.
can be I think that can be a hard thing though for some people, especially when you were like brought up in a culture of like the hard work mentality. Like, like where it's like if you're not working or if you're not moving, then you're being lazy,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
Like when that kind of mentality has been put into you, it's
Mm-hmm.
difficult to rest because then you feel like I'm being lazy or like it's a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like it can be difficult to change those mentalities sometimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I get it. Um, but that's why you can't care what other people think.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
why you can't care.
100%.
It goes back to it's a whole full circle. You can't care what other people think. Rest is beautiful. Rest is a beautiful thing. Rest is something that you have to have. You need, and apart from it, it's not happening. You ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get in that. I thank you for allowing me to give you that. Because you could have said, yeah, you were gonna do it, and then you could have kept doing. It's like, man, this woman does not
I
listen.
almost, I almost did
I
post
had
it.
to change. I was gonna change the password. I was gonna have to change up. Like, I
You didn't change my password.
was
You
gonna
gave
lock you out. I was gonna lock you out.
me lock me out. Oh
I was gonna
shoot.
delete it because I was just like, you need to rest. Like rest. Don't no. Like, you didn't. Who are you? Who are you looking to prove something from? Like I know you do it. I know you do it. And I know you love it. But what did that time do for you? I want to know. Yeah, what did that do
Oh,
for
it was, I mean, it was very helpful for me to get like, I didn't get everything done, but I was able to figure out a system, I guess, a better system for like
you?
my new stuff, right?
Yep, yep,
And then, it made me think about, um, really think about if I truly enjoyed what I was doing, right? You know?
yep,
Um, yeah, it gave me that. And then it also just honestly gave me rest. Like I needed the rest. I
yep.
needed the time. I needed to just not do for a little bit and not think about it.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
Exactly. No, that's awesome. I was hoping you said everything you just said. Um, but that's exactly what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to do just exactly what you just said. Um, and that makes me so happy to know that that's what happened, that you got that clarity or whatever you needed in that. Um, I know we're wrapping up here. Um, but I wanted you to say that. I'm so glad I got to hear that and to end it off on that note because again, that was my first time. That was the first time I had to take a step back and understand, oh man, having people working for you, employees, however you want to put it, you got to take the time to think about them and even their well-being to the extent of though they love it, they may need a break, or though they love it, hey, how are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Which then makes me think about the times I've been employed and it's like PTOs and all the times I needed off and other people who needed time off. It's like, man, these things are needed. You know,
yeah.
these people have lives, children, wives, death in their family, funerals, all these things
Yeah.
they're trying to go to. So, thank you. Thank you for letting me.
Or new life coming into the world soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
sister. anytime.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're gonna need that. Like that's gonna be a whole thing. So I'm happy. I'm excited to see where we're going. I'm excited just personally with my life. Like there's so much passion and happiness enjoying it. I'm so freaking happy. I'm so happy. I'm getting tired talking about it. Like it's
You're
so
tired of talking about how
yeah,
happy.
yeah. I'm like tired as in like peaceful. I'm so at peace.
That's
Uh,
good.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but. But there's so many people I talk to and they have no idea. They look at me like I'm crazy because they're so far from that.
Mm.
They're like, man, they dread Mondays. They dread Sundays because Sunday reminds them of Monday. They like, I don't want to live that life.
I don't think I have a day that I don't like anymore.
What you say?
I don't think I have a day that I don't like anymore.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. Oof. And that right there is the goal. To wake up happy and to go to sleep happy.
Yeah.
To wake up at peace and to go to sleep at peace. That's the goal. That's the freaking goal. We can end it here. But again, this was super, super dope. D, I got you. I'm gonna be DMing you because you definitely coming on. And I definitely want you to be a part of the community because you seem like somebody that's passionate, about entrepreneurship, motivation, however you put it. But I love your energy. I love, um, what you're giving off. And so we're gonna talk. But Kay, this was dope. Anything else you want to lay out? Anything else you want to tell the people or let them know before we end it?
Mm. No, I don't think so.
Nothing at
Not,
all?
not this time.
All right,
Not at this time, Trey. Not
all
at
right,
this
all right, all right. Because I'll press you, but all right, all right.
time. Maybe next. Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
All right, all right. I'll let this marinate. But I appreciate y'all, man. Again, thank y'all so much for listening. TikTok. Kay, thank you for your time. I'm gonna end it here in the recording and we can chop it up a little bit after. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's your boy Trey with Let's Just Talk Entrepreneurship. We talked about passion today with Kay. And remember, guys, if you ain't passionate about it, why do it? So
Okay.
I'm gonna end it off on that. Love y'all. Until next time. Peace.